again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Banished with Gazbeard and our little town that we're building for our group of exiles. We have now got 4 orchards growing peaches and 3 fields growing cabbages, as well as our fishing and our gatherers and hunters all producing food. We're doing well on food. We're still struggling with lumber or logs, and we're struggling to maintain iron in stock. The blacksmith is beavering away using it all. So this is where we paused it last time round. I'm watching this herd of deer because I'm thinking a second hunter's lodge may well be able to take advantage of those. I'm also thinking that the herbalist is in completely the wrong position, because the herbalist has produced nothing in the current and previous season, even though the herbalist has been there for about 3 years in game now. We're starting year 6. We now have some of the children going to school. The rest are too young yet. We have 28 adults with 4 labourers unassigned to jobs. So I'm just looking at the town and I'm thinking the next thing that we ought to do is to move the herbalist down to behind the barn, and then they can take advantage of this woodland and that woodland, and that will allow them to get producing. But before we do that, we need to plan in a road to go across and join this section of the map. So we just push the road across there, and we'll assign a herbalist building to behind the barn. Let's just rotate it around, put it up against the road. Yeah, you see, that's going to be a lot better for the herbalist. Got access to the woods of 2 different foresters. Put them there. And I'm going to assign a priority to that because we want that herbalist moved as quickly as possible. Because our health overall in the city is sitting down at 70%. We can't build the hospital really until the herbalist is producing herbs for medicines. So let's just bring that up over here. That will just drop it down there, and as soon as that one's built, we'll shut that one down. They'll relocate to there, and we can demolish that building and maybe put a hunter's cabin up here, which would be able to get at that herd and a herd that keeps drifting into this area as well as up here. So let's start the game, get them all going about their business. We need to get a new area for lumber. We've opened up this area for lumber clearing, which is good. As soon as that herbalist's done, I'll open up the hospital for building. The team are coming back from cutting wood on the far side towards getting it going over there. We've got this area being felled as well as this area being felled. And I'm thinking maybe we should put a mine in there to start extracting coal Let's just have a look at it. That's a mine. Can we get a mine in there? Not easily. We can. It does fit on there. We'll just put that on pause for now. And we'll probably need to build a house for the herbalist down here. That herbalist is getting constructed pretty quick. So let's put a house down, a stone house down beside it for her. Right, one herbalist, one of one, and then we change this one. In fact, we're going to have to go up here and rotate the map so we can see what we're doing. Remove the structure. And wait for them to come and demolish that one. Yeah, so she's moved to there. That one's showing 0. That's good. There we are. That will make that work a lot better. And I just need to keep an eye on that house. Yeah, and the brewer's run out of berries. That's what that symbol is telling us there. How much ale has he produced? 21 last season, 7 so far this season. Once the peaches start to harvest, and they usually do take a couple of years for orchards to produce, but once the peaches start to produce, you'll be able to produce a lot more ale. And that herd of deer drifting in here does not look like it's the same herd as up there. How much has that log cutter produced in the last couple of seasons? Not enough. Maybe increase his limit to 400. How much have they produced? They're doing great guns down here. They're really keeping us well supplied. And the hunter, 800 venison they produced, and 20 leather. And how much did he produce? He's not producing so much. He probably needs a workmate to help him. But overall, we're we're not doing too badly. Like I said, the next big priority is the hospital. Let's just move it across here. As soon as that stone house is underway, then we can unlock the hospital. We can probably afford to release one of the fishermen, put them back on labouring. How much have they produced? Well, they produced a lot of fish last year. Maybe as well to leave 3 of them on there just now. And now that the herbalist has been removed, maybe it's time to think about putting another hunting lodge up here. We can't get one on. Can't get one here at all. Could get one there. That way he can cover both sides of the river. Excuse me. And what I want to do is set a priority on that stone house, get that out of the way. Put that hunter on hold until the hospital is done. And it's stone that this stone house is short of right now. It's got all its logs. What we'll do is we'll put that hunting cabin up there. We'll put that hospital there. We'll put the hospital about there because we want that storage barn in there. Right, that stone house has got all its materials, so we can unlock the hospital. Start aiming to fill that. And I've just noticed there's some stone or iron or something in there, so we want to clear that. We don't want any stone or iron in the managed forests because it reduces the area that they can use for planting. So we'll take the iron and the stone out of there as well. Needing one more iron. There we go. That house has now got all its materials. It's not a worry right now if the blacksmith can't produce, because we've got a good stockpile of tools and the villagers are not short of them. And the harvest has started. And all of our stone has gone, all of our iron has gone. We're still holding our own on logs though, which is good. Stone house is complete. Excellent. The tailor and the fisherman have moved in there. Again, they could not have moved in further from their place of work, could they? How much are these orchards producing? Nothing yet. The trees are not mature enough. And looking at our managed forest down here, it's probably time to start doing some serious harvesting. So if we harvest this corner of the forest here, we've still got all this across here to harvest as well, which will bring plenty of iron and stone in. What we want to start doing is building animal pens across here, so I think we'll aim to have the cattle up in this upper section. So we go to food production, pastures. Let's just see how much we can get there. That's a 14 by 2. It's a 14 by 12. 14 by 15 is probably about the smallest that we want it to be. And if we just rotate the building round to bring the shed down onto the bridge. And we'll make our farmer's village, as it were, here. So we're going to need to extend that road up to the edge of that pasture. Oops. Hospital still waiting for stone and iron. And I think we need to extend this road down as well. It'll only let me go as far as that pile of stone. That's okay. We do need more labourers, but we had to get the children into school to start getting an educated workforce. And it looks like some of the cabbages are not going to get harvested this year. No idea why on that. It may be the distance to housing. And I'm just letting them bring the materials in at their own pace. I'm not prioritizing anything right now because I want to have them work efficiently. They do know what they're doing and they do work very efficiently if you leave them to it. That said, they are moving a bit deep into that area instead of taking it from the closest point. Now we're short on stone and iron, so in fact, looking at where they're all going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prioritize this leading edge with a mix of timber and iron. Our population's up to 47. We probably need to speed them up just a little bit, otherwise this episode's going to get a little bit long. We're only at early winter and we're getting near to the end of the length of video that I prefer. Let's just speed them up a bit, push them through the winter. Food is doing good, logs are doing good, firewood is just about holding out. Stone and iron is being leached at the moment because of the hospital. But in fact it only needs one more stone and the hospital can get built. There we go. Hospital will be built by spring. Let them build up reserves before we unlock the hunting cabin. Hunting cabin's going to need 12 stone and 34 logs. And we're coming into late winter. Let's just slow them down a little bit, and let's just remind them that they're supposed to be collecting everything over here, including those mushrooms and roots. The stockpile at the side of the barn should be filling up nicely. It is. Right, we need to assign a doctor. So assign a doctor. There we go. And we should start to see their health improving now. Their happiness should start to go up as well. And one of the things that I want to do is run a road and a second bridge across here. So we'll get the road laid in first. And I also want the road extended here. That's as far as it's going to extend, that's fine. And the next building to unlock, we're into early spring, but I'm going to unlock that hunting cabin, and it's time to pause the video because that's another year over. We're just starting year 7 and we're coming along nicely. We've got our schoolhouse, we've got our hospital, we've got a second forester's lodge busy foresting this area here, which is helping out the herbalist. We just have a look at how she's doing. she is now producing herbs. You see, the relocating her did the trick. Still don't have stock of it. The villagers are still consuming more than she's producing, but that's okay, she'll catch up. Got the blacksmith and the tailor working, and the fishing dock is working. We're starting to build our farming community for livestock over here. We've got our brewery up and running. Our orchards should start producing fruit this year, and we'll be able to get some more crop fields down here, maybe even another fishing dock down here, take advantage of that big sweeping bend, and we're in a good shape. Our original forest community down here is producing well, and they've got a beautiful lush forest to harvest for wood. This forest is thickening up nicely, and we're starting to get trees between the buildings in the village again, so everything's going well. So if you're enjoying the series, please give the video a like, please subscribe to the channel, check the video description, you'll find links to my Discord, Facebook, Patreon, Twitter and Twitch, and follow me on those. My aim is to grow the channel and to develop it into the best that I can, delivering you quality gameplay content and how-tos and all the rest of it, and obviously to make it into a full-time profession. So thanks very much for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you soon in the next one. But from me, for now, as always, it's bye for now.